I'm going to start off by sharing with you a story. It's a little scenario, actually. Now imagine, imagine you're walking down the main street of your hometown or your city. You're minding your own business. You're walking down the street and someone stops you and says, "I've got a deal for you." And they say, you give me your money now and I'll come back tomorrow with twice the money you've given me, less 10% for my fee. What do you say? All right, so what would you do in that situation? Would you actually give them the money or just walk away? Now, I'll give you a second scenario. You're walking down the same street, same time, and you see a crowd of people. You know, they're all pushing, shoving each other. So you're going to have a look and you work your way through the crowd and you see that everyone's fighting to give their money to this guy. They're just throwing money at this guy. You look at him and you recognize him. You don't know him personally, but you've seen him on the TV and he's some sort of a billionaire and he makes heaps and heaps of money. And he comes up to you and says, "I've got a deal for you. You give me your money now and I'll come back same time, same place tomorrow, and I'll give you double your money, less 10%. What would you say then? Are you more likely to take that offer? Well, if it was me, I'd certainly empty all my wallet and give them all the money I have. Because that person, even though you don't know that person, even though that person has exactly the same offer, the same product, the same service as the previous person in the first scenario, you recognize that person. That person means something a bit more to you. They've got some sort of credibility, even though you don't know them. And it's because you have seen them before somewhere else. And that's the point of this, is really the power of video. Now you can write blogs, you can do all sorts of things, but you know, a person I don't read who wrote the blog. But when you watch video, even though you don't know the name of the person, you keep watching this person, their video keeps popping up because they're in a niche that you're interested in. You get to know that person, you remember that person, and that person builds that credibility. You get to the know, like, and trust through video, which you can't through some of the other mediums. It's just so effective. And that's why I'm so passionate about businesses using video to promote their business, to connect with their audience. And today is a good time to do it because even though people know how powerful video is for the business, they're not doing it. They're not doing it because it's just too hard. And I'm hoping that through this workshop, the 3 workshops, that it'll be made a lot simpler for you because you'll have a strategy that will work. And if you can make it work, then you're going to find a lot of success with it. So stick with me for these 3 workshops over the next 3 weeks, and I'm sure your business is going to excel from this because you're just going to be in a better position than your competitors. Now, today, before we get right into it, we are going to create a video marketing campaign. Now, we're not just going to make videos and willy-nilly, as a lot of businesses do. They think, oh, we need to do a video. Let's do a video about, yeah, let's do this video. Yeah, great. And they make these videos and there's no effect on their business. I mean, nothing happens because there's no strategy. There's no objective with these videos. So it's very important to have a very strong objective that you can measure. Now, I want to do a campaign over the next 3 weeks about selling more of your product, your core product. So I want you to think about your core product, and I just want you, just pull this out. I want you to think about your core product, and we want to increase your sales for your core product. Okay, so then we can judge the success of a video marketing campaign. Have you increased your sales since the video marketing campaign? All right, we got to have a real return on investment. So that's the real aim for today. All right, so we should be right there. Now, I just want to review what we did at the webinar last week. Just review quickly, refresh our minds. And this is the TLC formula. And we use this because this covers everything. Now, when you do a video marketing campaign, you can start from anywhere. If you just want to do brand awareness, you might just do one section here. If you want to target your leads, you might do this section here. If you want to target your existing customers, you might just do a video campaign here. But for this series of workshops, we're going to start from the beginning and go right through the entire process so you can see how all of these concepts, these ideas can work with your business in real life. So the formula starts with creating great video content. Now, remember we said we don't want to do video ads because ads, no one wants to watch the ads. They want to watch good, valuable content that they can relate to their own business. Videos that solve their problems, right? So we start with great video content. Now, you can start with one video, you can start with a series of videos, right? It just depends on how you want to run the campaign. But it starts with good, solid video content. And you're going to put that in front of traffic. Okay, where you're going to put it depends where your customer is, but the traffic can be organic and it can be paid traffic. So wherever you have traffic, you're going to put your video content in front of that traffic. And you want to drive that traffic to your website. Right, this is your home base. This is your shop. You want to invite them into your shop, into your home, because what you are doing is you're doing a bit of brand building. You are trying to connect. You're letting them see what you're all about, and that helps to get obviously the know, like, and trust. Now, once they're on your website, you are going to pixel your audience. All right, we're going to go through that. I think in the workshop number 3, we're going to leave a little pixel there for the web browser so you can follow them all around the web. Then you're going to retarget them using direct call to action video. This is a slightly different video from your first one. It's probably a shorter video, more direct, because you know what they're interested in. And the whole point of this video is to get them to opt into your lead magnet. You want them to accept your free offer in exchange for your email address. Because once you have their email address, you can start an email campaign. And again, you can use video for every section of this, all of these steps. And then you can offer them a Tripwire offer, which then turns your leads into customers and then upsell your core product. So you can see how it works from the start to the finish. And that's what we're going to cover over the next 3 weeks. Okay, so let's talk about how we approach this strategy. We always start with the end in mind, because once you know your destination, then you know how to get there. And you can get the steps, each step, to get closer to your destination. So we're talking about core products, selling our core products. So today we're going to define our core product. We're going to chunk that core product into a Tripwire offer. We're going to create an irresistible lead magnet. And we're going to devise a direct CTA video, call to action video, which is related to the lead magnet. Okay, we're working backwards, right? We're working backwards. Then we're going to review our website content, because that's our home. That's our own platform. We own that platform. This is our own home. And we're going to create an outline of the video content. So that's what we're going to cover today. And we're going to get right into it now. Now, the first one we're going to do is obviously our core product. So I want you to ask these questions. Is your core product or service directly related to your core competencies? Okay, now, so if you're a carpenter and you run a carpentry business, but you also teach ballet, well, obviously that won't be your core product or service. It has to be related to your competencies, your skills, your expertise. So that's when we're talking about a core product or service. Okay, it's directly related to your strengths. As I said, this is your bread and butter stuff. Okay, this is the work you do. You can do other types of work, but this is your main core product for your business. Now, what are the benefits or problem-solving services that your consumer is really buying when purchasing the product? Okay, so what does it do? So I want you to stop thinking what your core product actually is or the features. I want you to focus entirely on the benefits for the consumer. What problems does it solve? Like the classic example is you don't want to buy a drill, you want to buy a hole in the wall. Okay, so always think in terms of what the consumer wants. They're not interested in all your features. They just want to know how you can solve their problem with your product or service. Now, how is your core product positioned against your competitors? Now, I'm sure other people in the world, somewhere in the world, people are going to have a similar product or service to you. So how are you positioning your product against your competitors? Do you provide great value? Do you provide something that is bigger? Maybe it's smaller. Maybe it's stronger. Maybe it's faster. Maybe it's more in depth. Maybe you have a quicker delivery. Uh, how are you positioning your core product against your competitors? Okay, why would they choose your product or service instead of someone else's? Okay, is yours based on quality or value? I mean, that's probably the two biggest points there. It might be geographic as well. So just have a think about that as well. Answer those questions. Who is your target market? Be very specific. Okay, it's not everyone. Not everyone is going to be interested in your product or service. So really drill down and find out who your target market is. Create an audience persona or an avatar is another way of describing it. Just get very specific about your ideal customer. How old are they? Where do they live? What do they do? What jobs do they do? What sort of education have they had? Are they married? Are they single? Just really drill down and get great information about who is your ideal customer so that when you are creating these videos, you're thinking of that one person. I'm making this video, I'm talking to one person only. Now, has your core product been proven in the marketplace? Okay, now, if you already have a core product, you've sold it, you've sold hundreds of thousands of these products, then that's fine. It's been proven that there is a need for your product and there is a market for it. If you're just starting out and you haven't got quite developed your core product, you need to test it out first before you create this big campaign, because you're going to go through all of this, put your product out there and find that maybe no one wants it. Maybe there are better solutions out there that are faster, cheaper, bigger, stronger, more powerful than what you've got there. So you need to test your core product first with a small group, find out whether people are interested, whether they're interested enough to buy it, and do all that first before you embark on a video marketing campaign and find out that no one wants it. Okay, so really important. I think that's the first thing you need to do. Now, a Tripwire offer. Okay, if you're not familiar with a Tripwire offer, it's something that's useful but incomplete. Now, it's a chunk of your core product, and it's priced anywhere from maybe $1 or $20, or it might be $100, depending on what your core product is. Now, in the webinar, I gave an example of your core product being an apple pie. So your Tripwire might be a slice of that apple pie for $1. If you like the slice, then you'll upsell or be upgraded to buying a full apple pie for $20 or something like that. So that's an example. It's something like, if you've got a book, if your book is your core product, then you might sell a chapter a standalone chapter, as a PDF, for $7. And if they like that, then they'll be interested in buying the whole book for what, $20 or something. So a Tripwire offer it's cheap, it's very useful, but it's not the whole thing. It's just incomplete. It's also an impulse buy. It's fairly inexpensive and very important that it's desirable to a large number of your target market. You don't want to have a Tripwire offer that half your target market aren't interested. I mean, that's useless. You really want to find something that most of your target market want to have. That's why you use a chunk of your core product. And it's an impulse buy. It's a no-brainer. They don't want to think about it. They think, wow, it's cheap. This is what I want. I'm going to buy it. Right? The less they think about it, the better. It needs to be simple and understandable. You need to grab their attention straight away. So by that, when they see the offer for your Tripwire, they don't have to think about what's it about, how does it work, how will it help me. All right, it's just going to be absolutely crystal clear what it does and how it can help you, so that there's no thought about it. Yes, I'm going to buy it now. It's like when you're at the grocery store, you have the checkout, they're processing all the things you want to buy, and of course things are sticking right in your face. Be it these chocolate bars or magazines, whatever it is, and you just grab it because it's there. It's just a quick no-brainer. Okay, it needs to be perceived as a high-value item. All right, now it may be inexpensive, but don't make it look cheap. All right, give it that perceived value by making if it's a digital product, use quality images and text. If it's a physical item, well, package it well. I mean, just make it look like it has high value. And it should have a high actual value. That's something that they want to keep. Okay, it's very important that they want to put it away and keep it. Maybe it's a guide, a step-by-step guide on how to do something. So they'll put it away because they know it's useful information. Also remember that it's your prospect's first monetary transaction with you. So you don't want to make it the last. It's the first time you've exchanged value, and you want to make sure you can keep on doing that and have a repeat customer. So make sure you give good value and good service. Now, the next thing I want you to look at is your lead magnet. I'm sure you're familiar with a lead magnet. It's a free giveaway, usually free, and in exchange for an opt-in to your email list. So it's pretty straightforward. Everyone's very familiar with that. Now, I can tell you that these have changed dramatically over the last couple of years. I mean, before, lead magnets used to be reports or so very bland sort of things. Now people are giving away books, giving a whole lot of freebies away because they need to increase the value of the lead magnet because people are just sick of it. If you just offer something that's pretty useless, then people aren't going to opt into your email list with it. Okay, it needs to be a very enticing lead magnet because everyone's doing it. And so you need to, if you really want to get someone's attention, you need to give something special. So here's some tips. You need to be ultra specific. Okay, your lead magnet must solve an ultra specific problem. Now, for example, okay, let's use a bar of soap. Okay, imagine your lead magnet was a bar of soap. Big deal. Okay, that's so bland. What is it? What's it for? Well, okay, we know what it's for, but it's too bland. What you want to do is create a lead magnet that's ultra specific. So you might say this soap it has fragrance and it's smooth for the skin, so you can wash your face using this soap, and it leaves your face clean and smelling great and feeling fresh. Okay, so that's a very ultra specific bar of soap rather than just a plain old bar of soap. So you must be very specific so that your target audience will want to have it. Now, focus on the one big thing. Okay, your lead magnet should have a great value for doing something, but make it one big thing rather than a lot of little things. Right? If your lead magnet can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things, it loses impact. Okay, this one lead magnet can do this for you, one big thing. Right? That creates that impact. Okay, also speak to a known desired end result. That is, when they use your lead magnet, what will result from that? They will know more on how to do this, which means they'll be able to do that. Okay, there's going to be something that you can talk about that when they use your lead magnet, they'll be in a better position than where they are now. Okay, talk about that desired end result. Now, the lead magnet shifts the relationship you have with your prospect. It's a big change because they have given you their email address, so you have permission to email them, to be in contact with them, to have a conversation with them. Right? This is a very important step, and you want to get it right and treat it with respect. And it just changes the whole relationship. There's billions of people online, but they've created a relationship with you by allowing you to have a conversation with them through emails. It's a very important part. So really respect that, and don't abuse that, of course. Now, they want a lead magnet to have immediate gratification. All right, they need and want a solution now. They want to instantly download your lead magnet. Now, if you have a physical product which you want them to, you're going to send it to them, maybe it's a free lead magnet, they just pay for the postage, then you want to maybe give them something instantly that they can download. Maybe it's a PDF to describe the product that you're about to send them, or how to use it, or different ways of using the product. But you want something instant, because when people decide to accept a lead magnet, again, it's a no-brainer. They don't need to think about it. They just, yes, I want it. And you need to give them something straight away to satisfy that desire. Right, don't make them jump through a lot of hoops in order to get their lead magnet. Now, the other point I want to make is that it needs to be a rapid consumption. Okay, so easily consumed in 5 minutes or so they can quickly continue down your sales funnel. No 6-week email courses. Now, I put that down because actually just recently I saw a lead magnet, and it was for a 6-week email course, which means each week they sent you one of the lessons by email. So you can imagine, here you are, there's a lead magnet. You're really interested about the topic. You want to do this course. You want to get all of the information, and you've got to wait 6 weeks until you get all the information. 6 weeks. I mean, that's way too long. They're going to go elsewhere to find a solution to the problem. And the thing is, you don't want them hanging around for 6 weeks just in limbo. You want to move them on in your sales funnel. Okay, so give it a PDF that's got very useful information, a guide or whatever it is, and they can just print it, take 5 minutes to read it, and it's valuable enough for them to keep it. That's the important part. You don't want them to print it off, read it, and think, oh, I've read it, I can throw it out. You want them to keep it, because when they keep it, they keep being reminded of you and your brand. Okay, now we're going to talk about the direct CTA video. This is the call to action video. Now, this video is used to retarget to a warm audience based on their interests. So the interests that they've shown and previously on your website, you want to retarget them. And usually this is going to be a shorter video and straight to the point. Now, the whole purpose of this video is to set up a call to action for your lead magnet. Now, this is where a lot of people get it absolutely wrong, right? They create a video, they think this is a pretty cool video, and then they tag on a lead magnet at the end. Right? It won't work. The conversion rates aren't going to work so well because the connection's not really there. The whole purpose of this video is to sell your lead magnet, right? Even though you're selling it for free, it's still a sell. And you must have a lead magnet first and then create the video around the lead magnet. Now, if you do that, it's going to be highly relevant and you're going to increase your conversion rate. Now, you need to identify a problem that your target audience has, agitate it, stir it up so they know they have a problem, and then you're going to show them the benefits or solutions that your lead magnet provide. Right, so right from the very start of the video, you're going to identify the problem they have, let them know about it, but show them the solution. You've got the solution, and that is your lead magnet. Okay, so if they want to learn how to rank their video on the first page of Google, right? No one's watching their video. That's their problem. And you've spent so much time creating this video. No one wants to watch your video. You're stirring, agitating the problem, but you must show them the solution. Now, if you download my free guide on how to rank on the first page of Google, people will watch your video. That's your solution. That's your lead magnet. And because your whole video is focused on your lead magnet, your conversion rates are going to increase more than any other way you do it. Okay, it's just totally focused on your lead magnet. Now, although your call to action comes at the end of the video, you need to allude to it at the start. So let them know right at the start that you have something for them that will help them with their problem right at the very start, because you don't want them to leave too early. And sometimes you can put a little annotation or use a video card, which is they can access on mobile. So you can put that right at the start, saying you can download my free guide on how to rank on the first page of Google, and they may go straight to your lead magnet. They may not even watch the rest of your video, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter, because the whole purpose of the video is for them to download your or to receive your lead magnet in exchange for your email address. So that's your direct call to action video. Now, obviously, we are going to go into that in greater detail next week in next week's workshop, and I have some script templates for you to use. But that's just the purpose, the strategy behind this particular video. Now, again, we're going to step backwards to your website content. This is your home base. This is your shop. You're going to invite people to your shop. Now, just a few tips on your website. Obviously, you need to have a visually clean and appealing website. And very important that it's fast loading. I mean, you can have a tremendous website with great content, but if it takes too long to load, what's going to happen? They're just not going to hang around. All right, so very important to make sure it's fast loading website. Now, as soon as they hit your home page, they need to know instantly what your website is all about. Okay, now you don't want them to have to scroll down the page to find out who you're targeting. It should be upfront. This is for you. You're calling out to them. They know that, yes, this is for them, or if it's not, they go to another website. That's fine. You only want to talk to people who you're targeting. So make it absolutely crystal clear who you're targeting for your website. It obviously needs clear navigation so they can go and find what they need on your website. And lots of free, ungated, valuable content. Now, this is the whole purpose. You just want to show them how much of an expert you are in your niche. You want to give them good value. This is goodwill that you're sharing with them, all right? Lots of free stuff. Don't let them have to opt in to get any more information. But having said that, you want to position your opt-ins throughout the site. So if they want to opt into certain things, they can. They can go to your About page, find out more about you. They can go to your products page, because sometimes people will go to your website and they're ready to buy. They want to buy now. So make sure they're on your website. They can go to your products and they can buy now if they want to. But at least they can see what you're offering. And you're not pushing, you're not doing a sales job on them. It's like the example in the last week's webinar where I said you invite people to your shop, you welcome them as they come in and say, may I help you? And they may say, look, I'm just browsing, thanks very much. And that's fine. You don't follow them around your shop trying to sell everything, because it's very awkward, and they're just going to walk out the door. All right, so you don't want a big sales push, but you want them to see what you're all about. Right? This is all about your brand. All right? It's about you. It's about your products, and it's your contact details. It's all there for them to find out more about you and connect with you. Okay, so yeah, it's fabulous brand building opportunity. So invite them in without any constraints. Because of course, once they're on your website, you can drop that pixel, Facebook pixel, and then you can follow them all around wherever they go. You can show your call to action videos there. Okay, now we're at the very start now, and this is your video content. Now, you need to provide, as I said before, valuable content that your target audience needs and wants. So how do you find out what they need and want? Well, you should base your content on keyword research. Okay, you need to really drill down and find out what are they searching for online. You can use a lot of free tools out there. Obviously, there's Google Keyword Planner, which is a good place to start. I think you do have to register, and you may have to give your credit card details, but you don't have to pay for anything. It's a free keyword planner, and you can just type in keywords and find out what comes up there. What are people searching for? It tells you, for certain keywords, how many people search each month. So you have a good look there. You can go to YouTube search, type in some keywords there, find out what comes up. Look at the suggestions that come up. You can go to Facebook groups, find out what people are talking about. I get a lot of information from Facebook groups of what they're talking, what's their problems. They usually say, look, I'm having problems with this or that. And problems are opportunities for you to resolve. If you can solve those problems, then you've got a product or service that will sell. You can also look up Amazon, see what books are selling. Quora, you can look at the sort of questions that are coming up, online forums. You can look at blogs, popular blogs. Have a look at some of the most popular blogs around and see if you can create a video based on that blog. Look up at Google Trends. You can use paid software such as Longtail Pro. There's a lot of free stuff, a lot of things that you can pay to find out exactly what your target audience is searching for online, and then create content based on those keywords. And then you've got something that people will actually be interested in watching. Now, the important thing, as I said, with these content videos is you want to drive your audience home to your website. So make sure you have a call to action for that. Tell your audience verbally that what you want them to do. Use visual annotations or video cards. You can use call to action overlays for your video. We'll go into that in your production next week, how to do that. You can add your URL and a call to action in your description box so they can click that straight away. And I just want you to note that YouTube will penalize your video for driving traffic off their platform. And they'll do that by lowering your video's ranking. Okay, so YouTube want people to obviously stay on their platform. Now, if you have a video that keeps people on your platform, that is, when they watch your video, they watch other videos and stay on YouTube for a long period of time, they'll reward your video by ranking it higher on their rankings. But if your video keeps sending people to your website, that is, if it's doing the job you want it to do, then they will penalize your video. But that doesn't matter, because if you use paid ads, they expect you to do that. Okay, so they're quite happy for you to send them off your platform, but you pay price. And as I showed you in the webinar last week, I can get views and clicks on my videos for 1 cent, 2 cents, or 3 cents. So it doesn't cost much to send people to your website if you do it properly. And I think we look at that in the third workshop on how to create these campaigns. So it doesn't cost you a lot of money to send people to your website, and it's the best way and the easiest way to do it. Okay, so just remember, when you do a call to action for any of your videos, you need to tell them what to do. Okay, be absolutely crystal clear. Don't assume they know what to do. Tell them what to do. So, for example, visit my website to get the 10 tips to rank on the first page of Google. Okay, so I'm telling them what to do. Now you need to tell them why they should do it. Now this will help you, or help your video to get more views and conversions. So that's why you need to go to my website. And how to do it? Just click on the link below. Now, this seems so basic, but you need to be basic. You need to be absolutely clear with clear directions, tell them exactly what to do, why they should do it, and how to do it. And that will improve your results by 100%. Okay, we start off with the video content. Okay, you can do 1, you can do 5, 10 videos. It doesn't matter. You're going to start off with good, valuable content. You're going to send it to the traffic, YouTube, Facebook, or wherever your traffic is, whether it's paid or organic. You're going to drive that traffic to your website. All right, that's why it's so important to have great content on your website. So you can build that trust, the relationship, that brand building exercise. And when they're on your website, this is where you pixel the audience with a Facebook or Google Pixel. Then you can follow them all around the web. And then you can put these shorter videos. These are video ads, direct call to action video ads, which will then lead them to accept your offer for a lead magnet in exchange for their email address. Then you can start your email campaign. It's an automated email campaign. You can use links to more videos, and you are going through this campaign to eventually offer them a Tripwire offer, no-brainer offer, and then that will lead to upgrading them to a core product. And that's the whole purpose. The whole purpose of this video marketing campaign is to sell more of your core product. Okay, so you'll get a real return on investment. As long as here's your investment, putting at the start of this formula, and at the end of it, you want to come out with a profit. Okay, you must come out with a profit. If you come out with a profit, then your business will be good. Okay, so if you put in, $10 here and you come out with $20, then if I were you, then I'd certainly double the money right here. And as long as you follow this process, if you're not getting a return on investment, you need to find out where is the blockage along here. There's a blockage somewhere. Are you getting your traffic? Is your website fast loading? Maybe that's a problem there. Have you got your pixel in there? If not, you can't retarget them. Is your CTA video focus on the lead magnet? Do you have a compelling email campaign to get them to the Tripwire offer? Is your Tripwire offer compelling enough to get them to buy your core product? So if it's not working here, we can go through each step and find out where the blockage is. At the end of the 3 weeks, I want to make sure you have everything you need to go ahead with a video marketing campaign. You can actually go out there and do it. If you're not ready to do it, it's something you can put on the shelf and it's ready for you to use anytime you're ready. If you still haven't got a core product, you're still early in your business stages, well, at least you've got the concept there on how it's going to work with your business. All right, so it's taking a theory into how it's going to work with you. This is what these workshops are all about. So I hope to talk with all of you during the week, and I'm going to be asking questions about you. So certainly, if you've got questions for me, I'm all yours to help you. All right, now we might end it there. As I said, I will contact everyone and make sure you join the Facebook group. It's just the small group, so it's intimate, but it's also very private. So you can share your secrets. No, I'm kidding. But you can share information about your business, and all the things we discussed today. I want to make sure everyone's right on track before we start actually making videos. There's no point in just making videos and say, yeah, let's get the camera. I've got this great idea for a video and shoot it and put it out there, and then you think, doesn't work. No one's interested in my video. No one's watching it. My sales aren't increasing. Video marketing doesn't work. Well, it does work if you have the right strategy. And it starts by making sure you got all those pillars in place, so you know where you're going, and then you're creating videos for a very specific objective. All right, that's how it works. All right, so stick with me. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same place next week for the second workshop. We get straight into the videos. I've got plenty of script templates for you to look at, and we'll look at it using video at every stage of the TLC formula. Okay, we'll stop there. So thank you very much for joining me today. Again, we'll be back next week, and as I said, I'm going to be in touch with you during the week, making sure you're right on track. All right, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.